because the pastor was actually concerned about the price of the printing of the 4-page newsletter every week, and we said, well, perfect, get your congregation to install it. They're going to save money, so they're going to love you for giving it to them, and just attach the newsletter so that you don't have to print it anymore. Well, there's the money that would have been generated by just the 800 members taking it. Let's just see what happens when the 800 members agree to give away one a month. You see that? $216,000 they'll raise in a year. They go from $28,000 to $216,000 if those 800 members just give away one a month. Well, if that congregation's looking to raise money and those members are invested emotionally into that church, they're going to do it. Heck, they might even agree to give away 4 a month. They give away 4 a month. Look what that means. $777,000. Do you understand why churches are doing so well with this? Where else? Only the church holds a license. They pay $199 to get a license. They pay $29 a month to keep it active. And look what happens. They can make this kind of money by just getting their congregation to give it away. Well, I don't need to do more examples. You can figure it out by playing with the calculator yourself. If you don't have the calculator, oh, did you notice? I bet you some of you are looking at this. What if you introduced that church? Do you think it's worth your while becoming the account manager for that church and working hard with them, helping them, introduce it to the congregation, make some marketing material for them? Do you think it's worth it? It's a pretty good return. Okay, some of you, though, are networkers. Some of you want to participate in the income that's created on the networking side. And I'll tell you, the churches and hospitals and schools that participate, they may choose not to participate in the income that's generated on network marketing. They may choose to keep this part of the model turned off. But for those of us that are business builders, we want to get it all. And the click income pays us monthly. The team income pays us weekly. And I know for myself, I don't want to miss out on that. Okay, it's called a binary. That means we have a left team and we have a right team. How do you first get it turned on? Put one license on your left and one license on your right. For those of you that are networkers, I'll make a suggestion. You own those first 3 licenses. Down the road, you may be sorry if you don't. You can actually have 3 licenses in your household. You can have yourself, your spouse, and a business name and own 3. I would highly recommend those of you that are interested in the business and are networkers to do this. For every 2 licenses you set up, you earn $100. Again, you want to do the first 2 if you can yourself, but you definitely want to do one on the left and one on your right to open up the networking side. If you enroll your first 2 licenses in your first 72 hours, you immediately start qualifying for that 20% click override. That click override income is that 20%. You know, if you sign up the soccer team and they make $20,000 and you make 20% or $4,000, that income is a 20% click override. If you would set up your first 2 licenses in 72 hours, you qualify. But don't worry if you miss that. As soon as you've set up 4 licenses, you qualify. Okay. Now, we have, like I said, a binary. That means you have a left team and a right team. Now, we already said for every 2 you set up, you get $100. So let's just say these are the 2 you set up. So you know you've made $200. You did already 4 altogether. But then each week, there's something else that happens. The computer looks through and says, how many do you have on your left? For every 2 sales on your left and 2 sales on the right, we're going to pay you $50. For every 2 sales on the left, 2 sales on the right, we're going to pay you another $50. Now, they don't care who owns those licenses and where they came from. Somebody above you may put them under you. This person that you enrolled may have enrolled this person. This person might have enrolled this. It doesn't matter. You could have enrolled all of them. If you enrolled all of them, you would have made 100, 200, 300, 400. And then they'll say, oh, for every 2 on the right, 2 on the left, that's 50. So that's 450. Another 2 on the left, 2 on the right, that's 500. You made $500. So you get sort of double paid when you're the one who have personally enrolled them. Obviously, those of us who enroll a lot will benefit from that. So each week, every Sunday night, the computer says how many on your right, how many on your left, that's $50. Let me just go to the next page. Now the following month, those same people now pay $29 a month. So 2 on the right, 2 on the left, $10, because that's our residuals on them. 2 on the right, 2 on the left, another $10. That begins to add up very quickly, guys, that $10 residual. It grows very quickly. Now what's your first goal? Your first goal, or maybe your second goal, because after you enroll your 2 licenses in the first 72 hours, if you do that, another goal is become a power distributor in 12 days. And why do you want to do that? Well, the company puts a pool of revenue. They take 2% of the click income revenue and they put it in a pool. And they say anybody who's a global distributor, you don't know what that is yet, I'm going to show you in a second, gets to play in this pool. But if you're a power and reach that level within 12 days of enrollment, we're going to let you take a share, equally share with the globals out of that pool. Now, power simply means you've enrolled a minimum of 4 people yourself. Those 4 have grown to 12. So each of those 4 can enroll 2. 2 of those 4 could enroll 4. 1 of the 4 could enroll 8, or you can enroll all 12. But as long as starting from you, there's 12 licenses. That now qualifies you to earn up to $3,000 a week, and you're now called a power distributor. A global means that you've helped 4 of your personals become a power, and you have a total of 12 powers in your organization. It took me about 5 weeks to get there. And you know, I didn't even feel like I was working hard, so I know there's people on here who can make that level much faster than I did. At this stage, you can earn up to $20,000 a week, but here's the big thing. 20% matching bonus on everybody in your organization every single week. Every week, when the computer figures out the checks of the people in your organization, you're going to make 20% off everybody, regardless of how deep they are, until they become a global. And then you earn 20% on them, but nobody below them, because they pick it up. Okay, so what do you do now? Well, if you haven't already installed the free Genie, make sure you do that. Go to the person who invited you to listen to this and install the Genie from their computer. That's very important. Install their Genie on your computer. If you're interested in the business, then pay the $199 license. It takes us about 2 or 3 minutes to set you up. Get your own license. If you're a networker and you want to generate some good income, I'd encourage you to pick up 2 or 3 licenses if you can, since they allow us to. We didn't know that in the beginning, and my husband ended up quite deep down in the business, which is not where we would have put him had we known. We do back office training, or setting up the Genie, learning how to do the coupon. We're actually going to get that on a recording. But we do back office trainings. Watch in the next couple days as we get that recorded, and you can listen to it 24/7. As quickly as you can, set up your 2 personal licenses and become a power. That's really the goal, to do that as quickly as you can. Now, I know there's a few questions on here, so I'm going to look at that. If there's anybody else who has a question. Yes, there is another presentation today. It wasn't in the regular schedule. It's just been so busy. There's over 30 of you here this morning. It's been so busy that my colleague in California, Cheryl Alamina, has added a presentation at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. So if you have people, bring them in at 2 p.m. Eastern Time today. Any other questions? It's awesome to see so many of you here in the morning. Yes, all our presentations basically follow the same format. Oh, let me also tell you guys, check out Team of Hope's website, www.teamofhope.com. Some new videos on there. There's a video, how to use the Genie. It's excellent. There's a new about 6-minute fundraising video. It's excellent. If you've got an organization looking to fundraise, this is a great little video to send them to. Okay, guys, doesn't look like there's any more questions, so I'm going to let you go and have a great day. The week doesn't end till tomorrow night at midnight Mountain, so we got lots of time to get lots of enrollments in there. Good luck, Oops, it looks like Mary. When do you do the next call? Okay, Mary, the next call is at 2 p.m. You might have asked that before I said it. 2 p.m. Eastern today. 2 p.m. Eastern. Okay, I don't think. And Ralph, I see your email address is businesswithnat@gmail.com. And yes, I will be available for you at 12:15 Eastern Time. The question from David is, can you change the branding on the app whenever you